Good evening and welcome to the Newshour agenda. As the date for Ram Lala's consecration nears, it seems almost everyone has an opinion and expertise on matters related to Ram Mandir, Lord Ram, Hinduism, its origin, belief, relevance, you name it. And the critics are particularly vocal in voicing their viewpoint. After Jitendra Awhad created a furor with his Ram Eat Meat assertion, it was time for his boss Sharad Pawar to weigh in. Taking on the BJP, Pawar Senior accused the party in power of spreading fascism using Hindutva. Sharad Pawar has said that the governing party believed in cow, gaumutra and RSS instead of Shahuji Maharaj, Savitribai Phule and Ambedkar's ideology.
सातत्याने सांगतो की शाहू फुले आंबेडकर यांचा विचार आम्ही मानणारे लोक पण ज्यांच्या हातात सत्ता आहे त्यांच्या हातात भाऊ शाहू फुले आणि आंबेडकर ही भूमिका त्यांच्या मनात दिसत नाही दिसते काय गाय गोमूत्र गोदूरकर या आदेशाचे प्रमुख या लोकांची विचारधारा आणि यांच्यावरचे कार्यक्रम यालाच महत्त्व द्यायची भूमिका आज त्या ठिकाणी आणलेली आहे आणि त्याचं कारण हिंदुत्वावर आधारित फॅसिझम हे या देशामध्ये आणण्याचा प्रयत्न या सगळ्यांचा आहे आणि त्यासाठी त्यांनी काही कार्यक्रम हातात घेतले.
This expounding on Hinduism followed information on eating habits of Lord Ram. Jitendra Awhad of the Sharad Pawar NCP faction claimed that Ram was a meat eater because how else would he survive in the wild? And that is the natural diet of Kshatriyas. After facing protests and police complaints, Awhad apologized. But not quite, because his logic was that all he did was quote from Valmiki's Ramayana.
राम आपला आहे बहुजनांचा आहे राम शिकार करून खाणारा राम तो आमचा आमच्या बहुजनांचा तुम्ही जिथे आम्हाला सगळे शाकाहारी बनवायला जातात की आम्ही रामाचा आदर्श पाळतो आणि आम्ही मटण खातो हा रामाचा आदर्श राम हा शाकाहारी नव्हता तो मांसाहारी होता 14 वर्ष जंगलात राहणारा माणूस कुठे जाणार ते शाकाहारी शोधायला.
Jitendra Awhad now faces 2 FIRs for his comments on Ram, and Pawar is drawing fire from the BJP and its allies. Their critics have called these comments blatant and deliberate appeasement, asking why does Sharad Pawar and his ilk only target Hindus and their religion and are never found criticizing other religions.
As far as I remember, in 1931, the founder of RSS, he himself has suggested that there is a need of fascism in India. For RSS to get spreaded, the ideology to get spreaded. And this is basically being reflected now. At this moment, the government machinery is being used. And apart from that, the opposition voices, the voices of opposition are also suppressed.
I would like to ask Mr. Sharad Pawar, when did Ambedkar or Shahu or Phule, when did they speak against Gomutra or cow? They always believed in the sacredcy of it. But Sharad Pawar and his troop wants to divide the country, and I've never even heard them saying anything against Muslims or their idols. But this is what Sharad Pawar's politics is.
पवार साहब ने जो कहा है उसमें गलत क्या है? ये देश जो है वो साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी के आधार पर आगे जाएगा. ये देश अगर कोई 5000 साल पीछे लेके जा रहा है तो ये देश नहीं रहेगा. यहाँ जंगल रहेगा और जंगल का कानून चलेगा.
आपके लिए वो गाय होगी पर हमारे लिए वो गौ माता है. आपके लिए केवल वो मूत्र होगा पर हमारे लिए गौ माता का गोमूत्र पवित्र गोमूत्र है. और यह बयान शरद पवार जी का उस समय आता है जिस समय उनके गुट के नेता अवार्ड भगवान श्री राम के बारे में धड़ल्ले से कहते हैं वो मांसाहारी थे. उसके बाद उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए थी. श्रीमान शरद पवार जी, आपका यह बयान और आपके चेले का बयान यह स्पष्ट करता है कि आप घोर हिंदू विरोधी हो.
With more and more leaders from the India alliance coming out to take pot shots at Hinduism, the question now is there a deliberate attempt to be seen as distancing from the temple and the euphoria around it? Does opposition fear that BJP leveraging from that issue may cause electoral damage to their prospects? And is therefore trying to deliberately distance from anything related to it. Sample this reaction from Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav.
बीमार पड़ोगे, अस्पताल जाओगे कि मंदिर जाओगे? पेड़वा कट जाएगा तो मंदिर पंडित जी के दिखाई में जाएगा कि अस्पताल में डॉक्टर जी को दिखाओगे? बताओ, आपको क्या चाहिए भाई? भूख लगेगा तो मंदिर जाइएगा, वहां तो दाने देना पड़ता है कि नहीं?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And for more on this, let's go right across to our guest, Shazia Almi, national spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. Karan Verma, author, joins us. Sanjay Jha, author, is also with us. Vivek Srivastava, political analyst, joining us. Also with us on the broadcast is Dr. Asha Mirge, spokesperson of the NCP. And with us also is Mr. Abdul Basit of the RJD. Let me start first and foremost with Dr. Asha Mirge. Dr. Asha Mirge, you know, Mr. Sharad Pawar has, just yesterday we were discussing the statement of Mr. Awhad and the controversy surrounding it. Now Mr. Pawar's statement has created a furor, because he is saying that those in power only believe in cow, gaumutra, etc., but don't believe in Savitribai Phule Ambedkar. Is it necessary to actually use such words? Is a question that the BJP is asking, because the implication is that those who believe in Hinduism are naturally against any kind of social justice.
No. Our Sahab said, we believe in Shahu Phule Ambedkar's ideology, while as the ruling party, only party, not all Hindus, they believe in RSS ideology, and by Hindutva, they are trying to establish fascism. By instigating the innocent Hindus, they are trying to establish the fascism. Day by day, when Ram Mandir's opening is coming, every day, what we listen? Our Honorable PM is going to make a fast. We also make a fast, but we don't publicize it. We don't do the exhibition. Why this exhibition is there? Just to instigate the innocent Hindus to polarize. This is politicization of the personal religion. One thing. Second thing, he said, for that, they are doing 5 Kalmi Karikram. One of it is Muslim hatred. I will ask you one question. Just before a week, on 1st of this 24, he was caught. Some Trivedi person from UP, who is very much close to our CM Yogi, 2 persons from his party, his closers, by using Muslim name, they mail that on the day of 22nd, there will be mobs. They did mail.
I'm not aware of this particular incident, ma'am. Let's go specifically one by one, and let me bring in Shazia Almi on that, because Shazia Almi, all that's happening at this point of time is an attempt to use Hinduism as a political tool. That's all that Mr. Pawar was trying to say. He was not trying to insult the religion. Your response to what the NCP spokesperson is saying?
Well, Sharad Pawar says something absolutely odious and repulsive, and let me correct him. It is our Prime Minister who just has not given glowing tributes to Jyotiba Phule on his birth centenary, but has also asked BJP workers and the entire cadres to celebrate that day. As for Ambedkar Jayanti, we believe we have a whole week of which we call Week of Social Justice. So first, Sharad Pawar is wrong on facts. 2, I think the way he spoke about gaumutra, and which is cow urine, and Golwalkar, I think it's absolutely distasteful. And I think this whole manner in which every day you will insult either God Ram and his eating habits, or who Saraswati ji was and what Brahma ji was all about, and also keep making pot shots about some people believing in cow's urine, which has its own medicinal benefits or whatever benefits they are. It's just trying to mock and scoff at a culture. And not just that, the entire alliance has not actually come out with a stand where Sanatan goes and insulting Sanatan philosophy goes. And you see how Uday Stalin happens to be very much a part of the alliance. So I think what was said by Sharad Pawar was very disappointing. We did not expect such a senior leader to come up with something so petty and small-minded. And not just that, I think it was done deliberately to hurt the sentiments.
Okay.
I mean, why would somebody want to do that? I don't understand. It is unnecessarily trying to hurt the sentiments of a community. Can you imagine if this would have happened to any other community? Can you imagine what would have happened to international press and all the editorials in India and all the marches that would have happened? Had one word been said, can you imagine the kind of crowds they would have spilled on the streets? Had this been said about any other religion?
Okay.
So why does one do that with our Hindu brothers and sisters?
Okay.
People ask me that, you know, you're a Muslim and you speak for them. And I said, when our Hindu brothers speak for Muslims, why can't a Muslim sister speak for Hindus?
Okay.
Who are
Okay.
our neighbors
Fair
and my countrymen.
Let me put that question across to Sanjay Jha.
So I find this very shocking and distasteful.
Okay.
That, you know, secularism does not mean hating Hindus.
Okay, let me put that question across to Sanjay Jha. I got your point. Let me put that question across. Sanjay Jha,
and treat them with disdain
Shazia
and
says that
contempt.
this is a deliberate insult. There are those in the BJP who says that this is a form of appeasement. Whatever may be the cause or whatever may be going on in Mr. Pawar's mind, there is a perception that this is only because Hindus are A, soft targets, and B, we know the last time round when someone used the word gaumutra inside parliament and the huge ruckus that was caused, the DMK distanced from it, the MP had to apologize. Why actually walk down that same path again is a question that many would ask, that to a senior leader like Mr. Pawar.
Madhav, good evening. I want to make 2 points really. Number one, Bhagwan Ram belongs to everybody in the country, irrespective of faith. I'm very happy to hear my friend Shazia Almi mention that she happens to be a Muslim. She supports the BJP. I feel there is nothing wrong with that at all. And I believe that is the multi-religious, multicultural attribute of India that makes us all feel proud. यदि भगवान राम हम सब के हैं, तो प्रश्न यही उठता है, जो मौलिक प्रश्न है माधव जी, यही उठता है कि भाजपा, why does Bhajpa as a political party and RSS and VHP, etc., why are they trying to appropriate what is going to be a historic day of Jan 22nd, which is a very momentous occasion of the consecration of the Ram temple? I strongly object. I'm also a Hindu. I'm a Brahmin. I'm a practicing Hindu. I just believe that my religion has taught me tolerance, affection, love, and compassion. I don't agree to the BJP or the RSS definition of Hinduism. It is not. And which is why, you know, Madhav, you hear it very often. I have said it on your program very often, that the BJP has yet to understand that there is the cultural definition of Hinduism and there is the political definition or the connotation of Hindutva. And I think that's a distinction that I think the opposition is at pains to make. And here is my second point. Who has appointed the BJP or the RSS or the VHP as a custodian of this religion? You know, they start issuing certificates as to who is a good Hindu, who is an average Hindu, who is a bad Hindu. That's ridiculous. I can tell you something, Madhav, without having done any survey, that every Hindu in this country, whether they vote Congress or whether they vote Samajwadi
Who's done that?
Party,
Let's be specific, Sanjay Jha. Who has done that? What are you referring to?
I'm referring to the fact that here you have a political party, which is the BJP. And if you notice, right, since the new year has begun, the BJP has been asking questions, is somebody coming, not coming? You know, does it, that shows whether they are pro-Hindu, anti-Hindu. I think this is the preposterous argument. And that is my third point. My third point, Shazia made a very good point, and I agree with her. When she says, as a Muslim, she supports the BJP. I want to ask Shazia one question. Shazia, do you support what Ramesh Biduri said in Parliament about Muslims? And why is your party and Prime Minister Modi silent on it even till today?
Shazia.
No, first of all, when nobody agrees with what Mr. Biduri said, and Mr. Rajnath Singh, our defense minister, spoke immediately and extended an apology. That has been expunged, and there is a show cause notice. And all of us gave statements about it. But, you know, if you want to go that path, every time this is discussed, and just to justify what Sharad Pawar said, I don't think it's fair. And because every time you want to discuss whether it's about Udaynidhi or about Sharad Pawar or about Jitendra Awhad or about Swami Prasad Maurya, you bring in Mr. Viduri, who we all have condemned and said no, that was not said. There was some provocation, we all know that, but no provocation condones that. And Rajnath Ji, no less than Rajnath Ji, spoke in the parliament immediately after. So, I mean, does that justify? I mean, you bringing this in goes on to say that you are justifying what Sharad Pawar says.
All right.
That, according to you, but you don't have a defense.
No, certainly.
You don't have a defense for Sharad Pawar.
Anybody insulting any religion, I think the principle is that anybody insulting any religion is wrong. There is no two ways about it.
Absolutely.
And Sanjay Jha, you've raised a relevant point. But let me quickly take this across to Vivek Srivastava as well. Vivek Srivastava, just yesterday we had seen what Mr. Awhad said. He asserted that Ram ate meat. He's a Kshatriya. Naturally, he was non-vegetarian.
Right.
There are those who said that he was in the forest for 14 years. How else would he have survived, etc. There was a DMK spokesperson who said that. The question is that there's a huge amount of outrage. There is FIRs filed against Mr. Awhad today. The question is, why are we seeing these, extremely controversial statements coming one after the other? It's like almost every day there is some leader out there trying to make some controversial statement. Is there some deliberate design in this? Is a question that many are asking.
See, I do not know about the deliberate design, and I do not know what is the merit of the question also, but I do want to ask you, are we turning out into a fatwa state where it is not right to ask questions or express your freedom of expression and talk and raise various issues? I do not know if Ram was a vegetarian or not. I mean, it's beyond the point. But however, if somebody is saying something, and probably he would have said it because of Shravan Kumar's incidents when his father, Lord Dashrath, he probably shot an arrow and it hit, and then the parents died. And Shravan Kumar died, possibly because of it. So, I mean, why can't we actually discuss and why can't we talk? I mean, why is it insulting? हम फतवा देने लग जाते हैं, cases शुरू हो जाते हैं. This is a fascist culture. I mean, you can't raise your voice against, you can't question the religion. If Swami Prasad Maurya says certain lines of a particular religious text
the point being made,
need to be analyzed, or they may be wrong.
It's only for one religion.
They could be anti-Dalit.
If there were questions raised about all religions equally, then that is another situation. The BJP says if it is only about the Hindu religion, then it's fine. If there are questions raised about other religions, then there's outrage. Then people hit the streets. That's the point they're making.
No, the point is that if Shazia Ilmi is a Muslim and she has problems with her religion, she should raise questions with the right authorities and she can discuss. If I may be a non-believer, but if I'm born in a Hindu family and I want to question something which my parents or my family is practicing, I should be allowed to ask questions. So, I mean, why are we getting the comparison into it? Are we trying to say that because
what
Muslims
happens in the personal space and the political space are two very different things, Vivek. Vivek, that's that's easier said than done. What we've seen in the recent past has been quite different. In fact, let me bring in Karan on that. Karan, is it that simple as Vivek wants us to believe? Or are there, examples that we can cite for him?
Madhav, Vivek Srivastava is the same guy who used to come on television every day when the Nupur controversy broke out, and he used to say that the death threats being issued to Nupur when the Sanatan se Juda chants were going on, he used to rationalize and justify that. Look at him turn a complete U360 here when he says, of course, religious questioning should be encouraged. This man encouraged the crazy behavior that was happening at that time, and today he says, of course, we should question religion. This is the one-way traffic these people have. This is the one-eyed secularism where people like Vivek Srivastava stand exposed.
No.
Now let me come to the issue, Madhav.
You are talking like a fascist.
Sharad Pawar is the man
like a fascist.
who clearly is very proud of. Is very proud of saying that please, Vivek, I don't need a certificate from you, please.
Yeah, let's not get personal, gentlemen. Let's not get personal.
Pawar is the man who, as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, back in 1993, has openly said that I lied about the 13th bomb blast just so I can do the monkey balancing. I mean, so much for minority appeasement. Can you imagine, Madhav? He is on record saying that this has been a deliberate design from him. So, of course, what is happening right now is a bunch of frustrated people who had pathological hatred for Hinduism today are seeing their worst nightmare come true because this wounded civilization, this wounded but proud civilization is reclaiming its place today, and the Ram Mandir is coming alive now on 22nd January, and they cannot stomach it because their entire politics has been about anti-Sanatan. That is exactly what their politics has been all about.
Okay.
But today they stand exposed in the eyes of the people, and all they can do is resort to appeasement, but it will fall flat on their faces.
Anti-Dalit,
okay,
which BJP is trying to be.
What is anti-caste? राम सबके हैं, केवट के भी राम है, जटायु के भी राम है, शबरी के भी राम है. विवेक श्रीवास्तव, don't make it casteist and all.
You want to establish,
just don't have any answers, don't bring caste.
You want to establish a fascist state with Brahmanical supremacy, and you cannot digest the criticism and analysis and questioning of any text.
No, this is the problem. One second. I want to come to that. Vivek Srivastava, how is it? Once again, you can have an ideological debate. I have no problem with that. But you know the example cited here.
Or you are too scared. Sure. You are too scared of the Sartan Se Juda chants. Answer this if you have guts.
No. It's not the question of any Sartan Se Juda. I am not scared of anything. I am an atheist, and I believe in my constitution. If something is wrong, I question. In political space, if your philosophy is anti-Dalit,
are you ready to question?
No, of course you can. If I was a Muslim, I would have a
hellfire. Do you have the guts to say that?
You see, you are not supposed to show down any religion, but you should be allowed to question. आप Brahmanical supremacy जो यहाँ चलती आई है centuries से उसको justify कर रहे हो. You are justifying the Brahmanical supremacy.
No, this is the point. This is the point. One second. This is the point that we were debating. This is the point that began this entire debate with Vivek Srivastava. Why is it that those who believe in cow or gaumutra are automatically labelled as anti-Savitribai Phule or anti-Ambedkar? Can the two not go hand in hand? Are there no Hindus who believe, or do every Hindu believe that there should be no social progress?
You see, Madhav, it's a very good question. All I'll say is there are two Rams in this world. There is Mahatma Gandhi's Ram, and there is a Ram which the RSS, Mr. Godse, and the likes who have been following for years in this country. There are two Rams. The BJP's Ram is not Mahatma Gandhi's Ram. Mahatma Gandhi's Ram blesses everyone, loves everyone, wo palanhar hai, and that is the real essence of Hinduism. This new firebrand brigade of militant Hinduism jisko hum dekh rahe hain, where being a good Hindu means subjugating the Dalits, subjugating the minorities, making fun of other religions and texts, not inculcating the spirit of questioning and scientific temperament. We are against it because this is going to lead to fascism.
Okay.
This is going to lead to fascism.
Shazia.
No, Vivek.
So Ayodhya में कौन से राम है Vivek? Ayodhya में कौन से राम है? One second, Shazia. One quick question to Vivek. Vivek, Ayodhya में कौन से राम है? महात्मा गांधी के राम नहीं है अयोध्या में, according to you.
Yeah. See, we are very clear. No. We are very clear. The left is very clear that I am a non-believer. Okay. However, people, it's your constitutional right to worship. It is your constitutional right to believe in Lord Ram. Okay. It is your constitutional right to go to Ayodhya. We are only saying don't go on 22nd.
No answer to my question.
Because that is a political event.
No answer to my question, but okay, all right, Shazia.
Of India. In the words of Shankaracharya.
You know, that is a problem, Madhav. Madhav, this is a problem with these leftists. You know, they're so stuck in a warp. And they're such original dismantlers. They want to dismantle everything. They're such nihilists and anarchists and Dadaists that they want to break down everything. And they're doing this with faith also. They've done it with the concept of Lord Ram. They're doing it again. This Ram or that Ram. Can you imagine? They will stop at nothing. This is true nihilism. You know, break it down till there is nothing left.
All right.
This is the ultimate, the pinnacle of cynicism.
I'm seeing many hands going up.
This is how they destroy. This is how they destroy the fabric of India.
All right.
This is how they're destroying the fabric of India.
I'm seeing many hands going up, but I want to quickly bring in Abdul Basit.
BJP's Ram.
One second. Yeah, one second, please. Let me bring in Abdul Basit. Abdul Basit, इतने सारे controversial statements के बीच तेजस्वी यादव क्वेश्चन करते हैं लोग मंदिर क्यों जाते हैं, वो क्वेश्चन करें अस्पताल क्यों नहीं जाते हैं, और अगर भूख लगे तो रेस्टोरेंट जाना पड़ेगा. इस तरह के जो बयान आ रहे हैं तेजस्वी यादव जी की तरफ से, तो कहीं बीजेपी उस पर भी सवाल उठा रही है कि कहीं ना कहीं आप जो लोग मंदिर जाते हैं आप उनको इंसल्ट कर रहे हैं. अब्दुल बसित.
नहीं देखिए, देखिए, मैं आपको बताऊं, सनातन धर्म में कहीं नहीं लिखा कि आप जय श्री राम का नारा लगा के किसी को भी मार दो। सनातन धर्म को मानने वाले लोग अगर सनातन धर्म में कोई गलत बात लिखी है, ऐसा कहीं दिखाई नहीं पड़ा, कोई प्रतीत नहीं होता। सनातन धर्म की आड़ में जो लोग,
अरे कौन
सनातन धर्म की आड़ में जो लोग लेकर,
मैंने आपसे मंदिर जाने वालों के बारे में सवाल पूछा है, आप कह रहे हो जय श्री राम। अब्दुल बसीत जी कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं?
ये बहुत ही इंसेंसिटिव खोखला करने की कोशिश की जा रही है।
एक सेकंड,
हमारा क्वेश्चन उसके ऊपर है। सनातन धर्म की कोई बुराई नहीं है। 85% ओबीसी, देखिए माइनॉरिटी, हम लोग, हमारे तेजस्वी यादव हैं, जिस जाति जिस समुदाय से आते हैं वो ग्वाले हैं, भगवान कृष्ण को मानने वाले हैं, भगवान राम को मानने वाले हैं। मगर
मंदिर जाने वालों पे सवाल क्यों उठा रहे हैं? ये तो सवाल है सर। अगर ये सब सही है तो लोग जो मंदिर जा रहे हैं उन पे क्यों सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं? और फिर उनकी आलोचना होती है तो खुद मंदिर चले जाते हैं।
कहीं नहीं लिखा सनातन धर्म के आप एक दूसरे को मार दो। 100 साल से ये आइडियोलॉजी देश को खोखला कर रही है। जितने भी देश आजाद हुए थे 47 के बाद, आज वो सभी देश हैं।
कौन कह रहा है मार दो?
कौन कह रहा है मार दो किसी को भाई?
अब्दुल बसीत जी,
कौन कह रहा है मार दो? कहाँ से ले आए आप? ये कहाँ से आप ले आए? आप बहुत कंफ्यूज हैं। आप पढ़िए थोड़ा और समझिए।
सच्चाई है कि सनातन धर्म को मानने वाले लोग बहुत ही अच्छे लोग हैं, मगर उसकी आड़ में जो ये हिंदुइज्म का चक्कर चला रखा है, इससे देश कमजोर हो रहा है, खोखला हो रहा है, विकासशील की प्रगति नहीं है। आज सिंगापुर को देखिए, बहुत सारे, कोरिया को देखिए, सब लोग इतने तरक्की कर गए, मगर हम लोग ये इंदिरा गांधी जी ने भी कहा कि ये आरएसएस,
हम लोग तरक्की नहीं कर रहे हैं।
नेहरू जी ने भी कहा, मगर कोई सुनने वाला नहीं है।
हम लोग तरक्की नहीं कर रहे हैं। ऑलराइट, वी आर नॉट प्रोग्रेसिंग। करण वर्मा, हम लोग तरक्की नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम लोगों को पीछे लिया जा रहा है। हिंसा की आइडियोलॉजी कहीं ना कहीं बाहर आ रही है। प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड टू मिस्टर बसीत। वन बाय वन, प्लीज। यस करण, कमिंग टू यू संजय आफ्टर दैट।
एक तो ये आरजेडी के लोगों ने एक बात बहुत पूछी है माधव, I want to answer that also. RJ, I think Tejashwi also raised कि मंदिर जाने से क्या होगा, क्या नौकरी मिलेगी? He is so uneducated that he doesn't know that the temple economy is 3.02 lakh crores. It has the potential to give 100 million tourism jobs. For example, if I just talk about Kashi, ever since the corridor has come there, the tourism has jumped up by 1760%. 1760%. 34.18% is the hike in employment in the tourism sector. Just in Ayodhya, Madhav, this year, 50,000 crores worth is going to happen as per the Confederation of All India Traders. आप चुप करके सुनिए तो कुछ सीख के जाएंगे। आप पढ़े लिखे नहीं है इस मुद्दे पे।
Okay.
The economy, the temple economy and the economy, the jobs that it's going to create, it's going to be in excess of 10 CR.
Okay.
Now, they don't understand.
I want a quick response. I want a quick response from Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, do you endorse the kind of statements coming in from Mr. Abdul Basit? I know his party is an ally as far as the India alliance is concerned. But at the end of the day, and you're somebody who supports the Congress, you've been suspended from the Congress, but you pretty much support it. But can you endorse these kind of statements?
Madhav, I want to make 2 points which I think are very relevant. सबसे पहले कि आज जो राम मंदिर का जो निर्माण किया जा रहा है वो उच्चतम न्यायालय के फैसले के कारण किया जा रहा है, कोई भाजपा के घोषणा पत्र के कारण। तो इस बात पर सब लोग समझ लें कि एक राजनीतिक दल ट्राइंग टू टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ इट इज इमोरल, अनएथिकल। दूसरी बात इज इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट कि आज उच्चतम न्यायालय के फैसले के कारण राम टेम्पल आएगा, और जब इंडिया अलायंस आएगा ना सत्ता में 2024 में, तो देश में राम राज्य भी आ जाएगा। तो मैं भाजपा को इतना ही कहना चाहूंगा कि टुकड़े टुकड़े गैंग जो है वो आप है, क्योंकि आप हर मौके का इंतजार करते हैं।
Let's all agree to disagree very clearly. Okay, 10 seconds. I'm out of time, Shazia. 10 seconds.
दुनिया ये भी जान ले, नो माधव, दुनिया ये भी जान ले कि जब राम मंदिर के फैसले का इंतजार किया जा रहा था, वो पूरा अभियान जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने शुरू किया है, और उस पूरे अभियान में उसको रोकने के लिए उस फैसले को बाकायदा कांग्रेस पार्टी की तरफ से जो वकील थे कपिल सिब्बल, उन्होंने बाकायदा जाकर कहा है कि इसकी तारीख बढ़ाई जाए ताकि भाजपा को फायदा ना हो।
Okay, Shazia, completely out of time. I'll have to interrupt you there. Shazia Almi, Karan Verma, Sanjay Jha, Vivek Srivastava, Dr. Asha Birge, Abdul Basit, thanks so much for joining us this evening.